Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Maryland Terrapins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Terrapins offense will have the opening possession of the game. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Handoff to the lone back. Breaks into the open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Goes to the option. Running into the open space. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Looking for his man. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And that's not the intent. Start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? He'll do it himself. Plows through the defense. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Finds a little space. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia!
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He wants to take the top off. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield, like they did right there. But give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the left. There he goes. And away from the crowd, and he'll take
Man, what the fuck is this? What is this? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What are we doing? Why the fuck would he do that? Why the in the That's a pick.
touchdown.
What the fuck is that?
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous.
Come on
If
now.
this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride.
Come on. Come on. Come the fuck on.
It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one.
Come
That's
on.
how they got 6 on that play.
This looks fucking stupid.
Before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32.
Clock.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Sticky. Gets it past the marker. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down.
Why would I ever?
Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down and run.
This is a defense that's going to... aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a
And y'all aren't blocking. I'm going to lose because of this stupid playbook. Gonna lose because of the playbook. Because y'all aren't blocking. Y'all literally aren't blocking anybody.
They're working that left side. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And they were able to build that.
That should have been that should have really been 2 interceptions on those touchdowns. 2. There should be 2 interceptions. If that guy can't pick the ball up, then I'm not going to get an interception all season. That's the best player I got on the fucking football team.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give on the option. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in 8.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiar. Around you. You can always start this one time. So let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Maryland!
What a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease. I mean, the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Motion from the wide receiver. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And the returner is stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Hokies decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about... ...28-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They go to the ground. Turning it on! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
And the Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. Williams will pass. It's complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Terrapins are rolling down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Here's a heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Floating away. Deep shot for the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive. Over.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Swings it out to the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Hokies come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking to throw for it. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hauls it in. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Williams looking for a man. It's complete.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. On the move. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
At the 29-yard line. Now, fourth down.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the show.
Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
From the gun, the ground game. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. The Hokies will call on their punt team. Now on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They're going to run it to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there.
And now the ball is free in the end zone. Ball was loose in their own end zone, and the defense recovered it for a touchdown.
Defense right now flying around, getting to the ball carrier, knocking the ball loose, running into the end zone, jumping on it for a touchdown.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. They're trailing by 13 to...
And the ball is free on the pitch. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Under fire.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense
can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get it.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
I like it. It's like laying up on a par 5. There's no time and no place for that. We don't need that, all right? Take your shots. It's 3rd and long. I don't need to throw it 17 yards short of the stick. Nice job taking a shot down the field, trying to get the first down through the interception, but no harm.
Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Right on the money. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Terrapins have this offense rolling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front, and good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Here's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Never a... This big-footed guy, 49-yard field goal is good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can try.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground with the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. So first down, we'll open up the final period. He leaves it with his back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Fires to the big fella. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Washington. Out of the backfield, he's open. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. A 2-tier job for this offense. First get the touchdown, then the 2 to try to pull even here in the 4th quarter. Motion from the back. He wants to throw it. Takes the easy completion. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
And a great job by the defense, seeing the ball come out, rallying to the football, understanding that thing went wide. I'm going to go get it right now. Great.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Terps! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. After the score, they need this 2-point conversion to tie. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Firing to the right, complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Hokies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Hokies line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so,
there he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Hey, guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. A 1st down run in the red zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
that play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Touchdown, Maryland! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the fourth quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Hand off from the shotgun. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top. The screen, he can go. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Hokies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Under fire. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
I love players that step up in big situations, big moments, big games like that. Late in this game on 3rd down and just get the job done. That defender, an outstanding job. Outstanding work right there on that pass rush.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Just feeds the running back. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And every defensive coordinator in the country will tell you, you want to get them to third and long, obvious passing situations. Because they won second down and they got that big sack, they put them in the predictable third down. They win and probably...
He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.